Do you think Talon Cooper has played a little off the last 3 games?
Yes. Yeah. And I said that on our friends at the Gamecock Basketball Only podcast last night. You know, they do a nice job covering basketball. And, you know, that's what I said last night. It doesn't feel like Talon has played quite as well, and that's okay. I mean, basketball is a game of runs, and you know what? That's kind of the way players are too. You know, sometimes you're going to be a little bit up, and sometimes you're going to be a little bit down. And when somebody's down, you got to pick them up a little bit. And you know, maybe Michi would have been that guy yesterday if he'd have been in the game the last 6, 7, 8 minutes or however long it was. But yeah, I don't think he's been quite as crisp. Maybe here lately as he was when the Gamecocks were playing really well. And, you know, I've said from kind of the beginning of the season, like, he's the MVP. Even when Michi was going off and doing everything he was doing, like, Talon's been the MVP for most of the year. He's the straw that stirs the drink really on both ends of the court, not just from an offensive standpoint and running the offense and assists and knocking down a big shot every once in a while. I mean, he starts it on the defensive end too. And, you know, I don't think he's playing poorly. I just don't think he's playing quite as well. And, you know, I think that's had a little bit of an effect overall. And, you know, I think he'll probably get it back in gear as most veterans do.
I think